are saying goodbye to May and hello to June and all the summer festivals. So let's take a moment for our favorites from this month. Really take a moment.
Weather Festival social media for updates. Attention, severe weather is approaching. Calmly proceed to the nearest exit. If you park, please exit the venue and take shelter in your...
Who the fuck just threw a phone at my fucking nose? You fucking asshole.
Oh, what a month it was for sure. Hello, it is me, your host ASOS. Welcome back to Breakdowns and Bows. I hope that you all are subscribed. It's a simple button. I hope that you guys leave a comment, a like, maybe share it with friends if you have any. May is gone, like I said, and June is here. And I do hope that my voice is a little bit better this week for y'all. It was actually a really good week coming off from the holiday week. Again, I don't know, it's just every week I wait to see what happens and what do we hear that's going on. And every week I'm like, all right, this is new, this is exciting. But I do want to really quick revisit what we already talked about last week, which last week we talked about the Beartooth situation and we talked about Caleb Shomo and his wife and everything. And I just really want to say that after I had already put out all of my statements on TikTok, on YouTube, I already talked about it, I really wanted to revisit it because I learned new information, and also I really just want to digest with y'all everything that the internet has been saying. So I did not know that when they got married, she is 7 years older than him. I did not know that. I thought that that was an interesting fact. And a lot of people were saying that, it was really hard because apparently he said he was too young to get married at 19 years old and nonetheless get married to a woman who is 7 years older than him, because age is just a number. I do agree. Age is just a number. Me and my boyfriend have an 11-year age difference between the both of us. So yes, age is just a number. However, I just think in certain circumstances, age can be an issue in a relationship, especially if, the woman is way, way, way too young and the guy's older. If the roles were reversed, essentially. If Caleb Shomo was 26 years old and he married a 19-year-old, a lot of people would have viewed that as being uncomfortable. And so that's why a lot of people were saying, just because, it was a woman and it's a different role, how does that still make it not uncomfortable? And how do people not still see the issue in that? Again, age is just a number, but I think that it just goes into that maturity level. Did state that, one, he was too young, he couldn't really fully understand himself. And I think it's crazy to know that he's 33 years old and she's 41 right now. I think that also, to me, is very interesting, because if he's saying that he's been struggling to find himself, figure himself out, and now knowing, what the age is like and everything, I can understand that. A lot of people do say, though, that they are more feeling for Floor, though. A lot of people on the internet have been saying, I have been saying, that her statement really did break them, and that really made them have a different perspective and a different view on the situation, because her statement was just so gut-wrenching. And it has been a lot of different views and a lot of different opinions. There are people that do agree with me that say, this is really good for the scene. The scene needs more diversity. It was the front person from the red jumpsuit apparatus who had stated that it is a good thing. There needs to be more diversity in this scene. Yes, is it horrible that a 14-year marriage is ending? Yes, of course, it's sad, it's devastating, but it's also a really good thing to give people that outlet and that way to feel seen in this scene. There are people that also state, that we like to think that we have moved so much forward in our scene and more welcoming and more diverse. Like I said, the way that women get treated here, I think that like you should see that that's not really going to be the case, that we're not going to be as welcoming as I think that we should be. We still have a long way to go. So yeah, just a very mixed, odd thing of different views and everything from people. Nonetheless, I just hope that we all can just keep moving forward with life and keep supporting and keep loving and keep giving a space for everybody. Now, into good news, there are so many good US tours that got announced, and I'm very excited for them. So, Catch Your Breath had announced Not Broken Yet. They're doing USA tour, they're doing Euro, they're doing UK. They have support from TX2, Ocean Sleepers, Elijah, Archaea, which I hope I say that right, and Colorblind. I think that's like the best one on this entire lineup. Like, Colorblind is the sickest. Girl, but I wish that Colorblind was a co-headliner for the US states. I just feel like they're good and they're so deserving. And I'm just sad that they're only going to get a 20-minute set, and that's my prediction. I really am predicting that they're only going to get a 20-minute set, which means they're not going to give us a lot of songs, and I'm very, very devastated towards this. But these tour dates are also all over the place. And I'm going to talk about how weird these tour dates are in a second, but these tour dates are a little bit all over the place because they go from San Antonio, Texas, all the way to Destin, Florida, and then they go back to Dallas, Texas at the end of the tour, but they're going to be, on other dates, and they're traveling these long distance and everything. I just don't get the flow of it. To me, it's always, you do all of Texas together, and either you go off to Oklahoma, or you go off to Colorado, or you go off to Arizona. You go either way, but not all the way to Florida. Like, Florida's like 4 states away. Texas is really big. I'm like thinking like Louisiana's there, Mississippi's there, Atlanta's there, and then there's Florida. So yeah, about like 5 or 4 states away. But I'm really excited for it still. Knocked Loose also announced a tour date, and I'm like, yes, Knocked Loose, arf, arf, I can't. I'll get into it though. Okay, hold on. So Knocked Loose announced a US tour, Fall 2026, with Denzel Curry, Super Heaven, and Boundaries. I love Boundaries. I love, 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 love this. It's a massive US tour. I was hoping that I could catch this one because Knocked Loose live is a treat. Like, if you guys have a chance to go see Knocked Loose, please go see Knocked Loose. However, I might not be able to go because there's just no good weekend dates, and I do have to travel to concerts. I live in El Paso, Texas, as I've always continued to state, and there is just nothing close to me that is on a good date. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go to this one. And I'm very devastated. Preferee had announced a US tour called a Pale White.US 2026 tour. If that's what you like, catch it, because a lot of people were talking about that tour, and I was like, all right. Future Palace released a new song called Resurge, and I just realized I do not see an album announcement from them, and I'm like, wait, oh well, I was about to be like talking about like what the album's gonna be and everything, because it's very blue themed, but then I don't really see it. I went to Spotify and I did not see a pre-save, I did not see anything, so I'm like, alright, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but we'll see what's going on. The screams in here are good. I just really love the evolution of Maria's voice. I love the direction that they're going in. I love what they have done to take themselves into a new era. They're one of my favorite German bands. I absolutely love them, so please go listen to their brand new song. Next, my other favorite European band, which is a Dutch band. It is Siamese. They came out with a killer song called Sense, and this song just makes sense. I love the whole structure. I love listening to it. I've listened to it too many times. I've posted about it too many times. I love, love this song. I just feel like these heavy bands are doing this thing with like metal and with screaming, and they make it like dancey. Like, I don't know how to describe it, because it's not just like, let's go into a mosh pit and like, let's have that moment, because there are songs that make me want to go into a mosh pit, but there have been songs like The Plot in You and now with Siamese, they're doing this thing with screaming and with metal and with the drums and with the guitar that make it very heavy and very like dancey. I love this like evolution that's been coming, and I'm loving this more dancey, heavy music. Like, I feel like it could be an own thing. Like, how Baddiecore had a whole thing? I think this can have its own thing as well. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it yet, but I'm calling it. I really feel like this is gonna be a thing. I think a lot more bands need to do this, because it's just so freaking good. The breakdown is just a mind-boggling like breakdown, and it goes, and everybody to the wall, and it goes, hey, hey, and then it just goes, I'll break your head, and then it just ends the song like that. It's just such a good song. I love it. I can talk about it forever. Boundaries also released a new song. Only Endless is out now. The intro had these vocals come in that were very like muffled and soft intro, and then it slapped you. It's heavy. And I also want to say that, did you know that the clean vocals are done by the drummer? I was like, wait, what? The drummer is singing? I was like, I did not know this about Boundaries. I love Boundaries. Comment on their YouTube video that said that they are hearing the early 2000s metalcore sound making a comeback, and I have noticed that a lot. Like, a lot of like that early 2000s like metalcore sound is coming, emo core, that's really coming back, and a lot of people are saying that you really hear it in the chorus as well. Afterlife will be releasing a new song called "1,000 Wishes," set to be released on June 3rd. I'm happy to see this band came back, because they kind of disappeared and I kind of haven't heard from them, so really excited to see them come back. Shinedown released 8, go give it a listen. Static Dress also released some new music with Endry episode, and everybody has been posting this all over the place. Everybody seems very hyped for this. August Burns Red announced that in 1 week they'll be releasing 8 songs. I repeat, 8 songs. I don't know what the heck that means. What do you mean you're releasing 8 songs just like in all one go? I don't know what that means. I'm interested. I'm curious. Hollywood Undead released a new song called Feels Like Home. And I'm behind with this band because they already have 4 songs out, but just like Future Palace, I don't really see an album announcement. So I don't know what's going on. But they've released some songs. Escape to Fate also has another song out called Idol. Prophet, the song's okay, it's nothing new, nothing shocking. The sound is very much what they would make. It's very Escape to Fate. This is the same case for In This Moment with their song called Sleeping with the Enemy. It's good, it's classic for them. I do want to go back to President's new song called Doom Loop, because I had re-listened to the lyrics and there are some that I really brushed over. The first one said that I'm curious to find out where I belong, and then I see the angels glistening, I can hear them whispering. This is such a good line, because we do not know who this band is. It's a very much like a mystery hiding behind themselves, and they're able to really find and really explore themselves and figure out who they want to be as a band without people actually knowing who they are. They have this freedom to go out and about in the world and just not have people look at them a different way. Like it's like Sleep Token, right? Like, nobody knows who they are. It's very much a mass band. And also, they stated that the years are flickering. Don't believe what you read in the magazine. It still hurts when you try to guess what I'm doing it for. That right there breaks the fourth wall, and it's really calling on a lot of people trying to guess who is behind this masks. And it's not about that. Like, it's really just about the music, and that's what they're trying to focus on. So I do really like the song, and I liked going back to listening to the lyrics. Now, there was a video where fans were asking Dayseeker who they wanted to tour with, and of course they hit us with the big ones, Spirit Box, Bring the Horizon, and Sleep Token. That would be sick. I would really like to see Dayseeker get on some bigger tours. I know that they toured with Pierce the Veil in the past, so I know that they can go on these tours with these other bands as well. Now I'm going to end it with Nevertel's cryptic video saying, "Welcome to the other side." And I'm like, should I be scared? Should we be scared? Because, like, what is Nevertel doing? Like, hello? It was creepy. Thank you so much for watching Breakdowns and Bows with me, your host ASOS. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope that you guys let me know down in the comments what was your favorite song of the week that got released, or what album you're still anticipating and waiting for, what tour you're excited about. Just let me know, and I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. You guys have a good one. Bye.